I'm Ron Corning with Howdini, and we have wrapping solutions. Who among us hasn't given or gotten a tin like this during the holidays? We've probably given it or gotten it as is. We are here with Nilda from Kate's Paperie in New York City to show you how you can wrap objects like this. There's no such thing as round wrapping paper.
No, not yet.
Not yet. But if anyone's going to come up with it, it's probably you guys at Kate's.
Right.
So what do you do with this exactly? What do you need in order to wrap this so it doesn't look
You would
a
need
mess?
a sheet of paper that's the length that would go totally around and meet from one end to the other, which you would measure. And then approximately, this is about 12 inches cut, so that when you do your folds, it'll meet in the center nice and
So
clean.
almost like you would with a regular, you want to make sure that you have enough paper that goes
That would go
more
across.
than halfway up the side of the
Right.
cylinder. All right, so you place it this way.
Okay, and I'm going to use a little piece of, again,
Double-sided
double-sided tape, mounted down to your tin so it'll stay in place.
Okay, and then I'm guessing double-sided tape on this side as well.
Too. If you don't have double-sided tape, you can use regular tape.
You can use regular
Yeah, 'cause
tape,
You
and
can
then
always
that-
cover that up with the ribbon. I want to meet the...
You want to meet the seams, of course you
seams.
do. You want the stripes to match. I'm here to show you people what not to do. So as you can see with the double-sided tape, you don't have to put any tape at all on the outside of the
Right,
paper.
it looks neat and clean.
Okay.
Right, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually hold one of the points of the paper down to the center and go against the box itself. Then I'm going to create a pleat. It's going to go to the center, just rub your hand against it, and continue the pleats. Basically, try to keep them so they're equal in size.
So just roll the cylinder along,
Yes, and then
fold
just-
them into the center,
Right.
and then you just sort of use the edge of the cylinder here as your guide to make sure that it's even with that section of the cylinder.
Paper's a little hard, but it can be done.
Yeah, this is a thicker paper because it's got a double-sided print on it, but there are other papers which might fold and crease a little easier.
Right. Love a challenge.
You love a challenge, Curtis. But even this, it's made to look... No, so it's okay here. You have this bunch here on the end, and that's okay.
I'm just going to put a small little piece just to hold this in place.
Okay.
Just trim this. So the bottom doesn't look sloppy when we're done with the top half, because now we'll reverse it. We're going to do the same thing on this side.
So grab it, draw it to the middle.
Sort of like a fan
I would say it's
pleat.
about 2 inches, right? Every couple of inches. Same thing, piece of tape.
Just a little piece of tape.
I'll show people here what that looks like. You brought it in around this whole edge, and then just taped it down here on the...
Right, and now to cover up this centerpiece so it'll look like a finished design, I took a piece of the same paper. It's reversible, so I'm going to
So take the same piece of paper,
cut a little extra piece.
fold it in two.
I'm going to fold it in half again, and I'm going to cut a freehand circle. I mean, if you have a stencil you want to use, you can use a stencil. You could cut it into a star or a flower.
So you can just eye it. And then, voila.
What we'll do is take the double-sided tape, put it on the...
In the shape of a cross, we should show people here that you took the double-sided tape and a crisscross, and then
Just put it in the center.
place it right in the center.
It'll clean up the design. Make it neat and clean. So you could
And
even
the
use
advantage of using the double-sided paper is you have that other pattern.
Right, so
allows
you'll
you to dress it up a
make
little
it
bit.
decorative.
Same thing here.
Just finish it. That's
Who
basically it.
would have guessed it? And you can do this with any cylinder of any size, just as long as you measure the paper big enough to
Big
be
enough to
halfway
give you
up,
a chance to fold it over.
and start by rolling it that way. Great stuff, Nilda, as always. Thank you. Nilda is with Kate's Paperie here in New York City, and I'm Ron Corning with Howdini.